Hi there everybody, this is David and welcome to New RPG News. We have a bunch of stuff to talk about this week, from Dragon Quest VII to Octopath Traveler to a whole bunch of cool collector's editions and things like that. All sorts of new games have been announced and I do want to go over all of that good stuff with y'all, including a giveaway. And I definitely do think that that's worth the sub as you come and you join a party and you level on up with me. Your sub, your like, and your hype helps me out a ton. Thank you all so much, and I really do mean that from the bottom of my heart. You guys are like the best fans a guy could really ever ask for. And speaking of fans, the fans here on YouTube seem to like me. The fans over on Twitter, not so much. Yeah, I've been having a beef over there. So if you've been noticing, I've been giving away my giveaways over on YouTube now instead of Twitter, because screw them. They're so mean. They're so mean to me. Everybody told me it was like a cesspool over there, and I didn't believe them. And it's a hellscape. So anyway. The other day, I put out a review of the Atelier Ryza trilogy, and man, you gotta scroll through like 50 billion freaking videos to get to the comments. Good, look at this, is crazy. Okay, finally the comments showed up. Good lord. So anyway, I put out this review and I said that I have an extra copy for a giveaway. So I said, hey, just tell me what your favorite Atelier game is, and then I will choose a winner from it, the same way that I chose a winner for Dragon Quest 1 and 2 just last week. So we're going to be going on through these comments and finding a winner through them. Let's see how many entries. We had 273 comments. So let's go ahead and go on through and see who our winner is. It's not a video, but haven't played any. New to the series. Oh, new to the series, but your favorite is Ryza 1. It was a great intro to the franchise. There you go. They told me his favorite. You didn't tell me your favorite. If you told me what your favorite was, then you would have won. But you didn't. You didn't tell me your favorite, so you win. Okay, so here we go. Congratulations. You are the winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Please email me for the code. Email found in video description. Okay, perfect. There we go. So yeah, all you gotta do is watch the videos and figure out what you gotta do to win. Like if I tell you to put your favorite, tell me what your favorite is. Like, it's really kind of simple. So congratulations to Scuba Gator. You are the winner. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined details an adult Kiefer storyline. Yay! The second that this game was announced, the first thing that came to my head was Kiefer's back. Like, seriously, the second. And then it had that trailer, and it had this mysterious masked blonde man, and it's like, duh, it's Kiefer. And now, yeah, it's Kiefer. So we get new details about that, meet Kiefer as an adult, and fight alongside him. It says, while core elements from the original game remain, other aspects have been reimagined for more streamlined progression and fuller character development. The game also features new storylines, including one where you meet Kiefer as an adult and fight alongside him, and he's looking hot. Good for you, Kiefer. God, you did a glow up well. So, I'm gonna stop now. So, you meet over in Rucker Castle. It looks like it's late-ish in the game, level 45-ish, the characters there. And then it says, perhaps there'll be opportunities to fight together again beyond the Rucker region. So you can see here he is attacking in the party, however he is not an actual party member. So what this tells me is that he joins as a guest in the Rucker region, and then he joins permanently, perhaps. Yeah, duh. He joins permanently as a 6th party member afterwards or later on or post-game or whatever. Then it goes on to talk about the stone tablets, and if you've played the original games, you know that it was really linear. Like, it was weird insofar as, like, you got all these tablets, but it never really got to the point where you got so many tablets that you can kind of choose which way to go, except for one portion at the very end. But this time it's going to be like a lot more freewheeling, I guess. It's going to say, okay, you're going to get all these different tablets, and you could maybe go here or here or here much earlier on in the game, so it'll make it not as linear, which I think will be a little bit more fun. So this is really exciting news to me. Have you been playing the Octopath Traveler 0 demo? Let me know in the comments. Tell me in the comments if you've been playing that demo, because I have, and boy oh boy, is it good. It is really kind of a different way to shake up the Octopath series, and I am liking what I am seeing. It is available right now. It allows you to create your own character and play the game for 3 whole hours. Get as far as you can in 3 hours, and then carry over that save data into the full game whenever it does launch. It says traveling beyond the starting areas is restricted, however. This is coming out for the PS5, PS4, Xbox, Switch 1, and Switch 2, as well as the PC on December the 4th. Speaking of some really cool Square Enix games, we have Romancing Saga Minstrel Song Remastered. The International Collection is out now. Well, not out now, but it is going to be coming out relatively soon. It's coming out on December the 9th, and we have a physical edition here. There's a standard edition that's the full game with a sleeve as well as a commemorative manual. A deluxe edition includes that, as well as a reversible inlay and a PVC keychain, and then the collector's edition right there also includes 3 postcards featuring game art and a steel case, as well as a gorgeous art book. It's coming out for the Nintendo Switch, the PS4, and the PS5, and they are all limited editions. This collector's edition is only £70 right here, but there's only going to be making 1,000 copies. This is the international edition because it's not only in English, but it's also in French, German, Spanish, and Italian, and each one only has a limited amount of copies that are available. So if you do want to get in on this, you really do need to act quickly right here. So like this one, it says that, oh wow, I think that this one's already sold out right here, the standard edition. So you really do need to act quickly. I will include links to these in order to purchase them if you would like to. Let's look at this one right here, this deluxe edition, and see what we got going on here. Like this one is 500 copies only. So I think I was confused. I think that the standard edition is just going to be standard whatever, but they're limiting the editions of the deluxe and the collector's edition. The deluxe 500 copies and the collector's to 1,000 copies, so it really is a very limited edition. Speaking of a collector's edition, I came to y'all last week about A Strange Overlord, which is the action RPG coming out by Nisa, and we do have the collector's edition up right here, but I wanted to show y'all something as we look at this. This is $90 for this collector's edition right here. Let's see what we got going on here, if I can make this a little bit bigger. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that looks better. We got a soundtrack. We have this kind of acrylic stand thing going on here. We have an art book. We got the game. We got a box. We have this little, it might be stickers or a postcard or something like that. And if I can make this go away now, I doubt it because I just don't even know what I'm doing here. But maybe if I go back. Okay, there we go. So this one is $90 right there, but we can look at it and we can see how many are there. Okay, so this is just a pre-order right there for the Switch and the PS5. Not the Switch 2, not the PS4, just the Switch and the PS5. Whereas if you look at some of these other ones, like Starbytes, this is coming out for the Switch, the PS5, and the Switch 2. But what I'm thinking is that because the Switch 2 one is game keycard, like here for Disgaea 7, the only one that you can actually order for Disgaea 7 is Switch 2. The other editions have already been sold out. It looks like nobody's really buying the collector's editions for the Switch 2 simply because it is a game keycard. So I think that they're like, okay, well, we're just not even going to make a collector's edition for the Switch 2 for A Strange Overlord, since they made one for Starbytes and they made one for Disgaea 7, but they're not selling. I think that the lesson that Nisa learned wasn't, okay, well, we need to make our Switch 2 games an actual game. They learned the lesson of, okay, well, we're just not even going to make a collector's edition at all, which really sucks. Trails in the Sky's second chapter remake is launching by September of 2026. We do not yet know what platforms it will be available on, but more than likely it will be available on the exact same platforms that, the first chapter remake was available on. But yeah, who knows? Which was available for the PS5, Switch, Switch 2, and PC. So hopefully it will be available for those same platforms as well. And it seems to be coming on quite nicely and quite quickly, which is always great news. Ys Proud Nordics is coming to the PS5 in 2026. The Western release will include that PS5 version. It says that the previously announced that it will release both in the Switch 2 and the PC versions in the West, but now it will also include a PS5 version, but it doesn't make it clear whether that PS5 version will launch simultaneously with the Switch 2 as well as the PC. So I feel like this is so crummy. You know what? They really did the Western audience dirty on this, because I know that this came out, you know, many years ago in Japan, and then they waited like 2 or 3 years, and then they announced the Proud Nordics, but like they ended up announcing Proud Nordics like 2 months after the Western regular edition released, and it's just kind of like, what? So everybody who bought this one day one was like really pissed, including me, being like, wow, if I only knew this and waited like 2 months or something, then I would have known, oh, you know, there's a better edition coming out. So now we're finally getting that better edition. I don't know why they're waiting so long, but yeah. So it says that it includes everything of the original, but it has new mechanics, a high difficulty dungeon, and a brand new storyline that's seamlessly integrated throughout the game. I liked what I played of Ys 10, but it still leaves this bad taste in my mouth that they came out with this Proud Nordics edition so quickly afterwards. Like, why not just include this in the base game? You know what I mean? Like, they're really pulling an Atlas here, and it's just pissing me off. Pokemon Pokopia has an extended trailer, new details, and new screenshots. This is a life simulation Pokemon game. It's kind of like Pokemon meets Minecraft, and it says that players can learn moves from the Pokemon that they meet, helping to create habitats where different Pokemon will appear. The moves that they learn can also be used for other purposes, such as smashing walls with Rock Smash, adding more greenery with Leafage, going from mountain to mountain with Single Leap with Glide, or traveling across the water with Surf. This is going to be coming out for the Nintendo Switch 2 on March 5th, 2026, and the reason why I'm bringing this up was because there was recently some controversy where Nintendo came out and they pretty much said that this is going to be keycard only, even though this is a first-party game. And now people are like, wow, physicals, like this is like the death knell of the physical on the Switch 2. And like, speaking of things that sucks, like, good lord. This is pretty cool. Looks like Steam is getting into the console market with the Steam Machine, the Steam Frame, and a Steam controller due out early next year. It says pricing was not yet been announced. This one has 6 times the horsepower of Steam Deck. I didn't realize that consoles had horsepower, but whatever. I thought that only cars had horsepower. Very odd terminology there, but anyway, it has the power to play your whole Steam library, including your favorite AAA titles. Just sign in with your Steam account and your entire library is there. My thing is, like, I kind of feel like Steam is already a console because I play it on my television set, which is literally right there in front of me, and I play it with a controller, which is right here in front of me. So it's essentially a console, you know what I'm saying? So, like, why would I buy this if I already have Steam right here, you know? One thing that I will say, though, is the Steam Deck I might buy. Lately, I've been doing a lot of my gaming portably. I travel a lot. I always have. You know, I'm a huge proponent of traveling, going out, seeing the world, seeing, you know, the world around you. Just this year, I've probably traveled to like 10 different countries, and I'm still going to be going to South Korea in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to be to Mexico, and then I'm taking a cruise in February. I'm going to Iceland. I just got back from Germany and Japan, and it's just like, I like to play on the go, so getting a Steam Deck would be a really good thing. That's why I like the Nintendo Switch. It's harder for me to play games on the PlayStation 5 simply because it's tethered there to the console, but playing portably is just great for me. Alright, I'm looking forward to Threads of Time as much as the next guy. It's looking freaking amazing. We have some character introductions for Luna, Rin, and Bo, which are some of the characters that you're going to be seeing here, coming from different points of time and walks of life and things like that. It looks amazing, like Luna coming from the Middle Ages, Rin coming from the future, Bo coming from prehistory, but what I am very concerned about is the writing that I saw. Like, if this writing is any indication of the writing that we're going to see in-game, I am worried, to say the least. Like, for example, Luna is Fontaine's brilliant apprentice mage who labels her spellbooks and schedules her bravery. With the spark of her glove, she summons 2 fire spirits, Will and Wisp, channeling volatile flames with academic precision, while her adopted brother Rai provides the reckless optimism to her overthinking. Her theories about time magic might hold secrets even she doesn't fully understand. Like, what? I schedule my bravery. And then this one. Rin is a 3-tailed kitsune who has survived 301 years of collapse by trusting her nose more than anyone's smile. She slips between human and fox form and between factions that all want what she knows. She moves through the future as a freelance infiltrator and reluctant lifeline via alleys and air vents as she lifts secrets for a living and rescues people by accident? Like, what does that even mean? Like, it's so confusing. I don't know if they wrote this with AI and what the deal is going on right here, but good God, get some editors and proofreaders. Good Lord. Digimon Story Time Stranger DLC, additional Digimon in episode Pack 1 Alternate Dimension launches this winter. So let's see. It'll be available to users who have purchased the Deluxe or Ultimate editions, or it can be purchased separately or through the Season Pass. You're going to be getting new Digivolution routes for Mega Digimon, including Blitz Greymon, Ceres Garurumon, Onamon Zwart Defeat, and Onamon Alter B. My God. And it features a special quest line that weaves together encounters across time and space. Showa American Story has been delayed to 2026. This is a post-apocalyptic romance RPG set in an alternate history ensemble period drama. It was previously planned for a 2025 release, and then they switched that to 2026. It will be coming out on the PS5 and the PC, but we just don't know when next year. No Sleep for Konami date from AI The Somnium Files is coming to the PS5, Xbox, and PS4 on February 26th. Sorry, I got confused with the year and then the date because I saw 20. I was going to say on 2026, but it's February 26th of 2026. The PS5 version will be available both physically and digitally. It seems like the other versions will be available digitally only, though. So it looks like the physical edition will be $40 standard and $65 tote bag bundle editions. And yeah, the other ones will be digital only right there. So you get this tote bag if you pay, oh god, $25 more for a stupid tote bag? Okay, whatever. The player takes on the role of Konami Date, the protagonist, and once again teams up with the Albal Aiba to tackle a mysterious case and rescue Iris, an internet idol who has been forced to take part in the dangerous escape game. No Sleep for Konami Date from the AI Somnium Files introduces a new gameplay element, Escape. As with previous games, in Investigation, players will examine crime scenes and listen to testimonies. In Somnium, players will enter the dream worlds of suspects and key witnesses. In the new Escape sections, players will solve puzzles and break out of locked rooms. By moving between these 3 sections, players can obtain the necessary clues to solve the case. So if you like these kind of mystery, pointing, clicky sort of novel things like that, then this might be right up your alley. Me personally, not really the biggest fan. I don't know, like, I played Maniac Mansion. My brother liked to rent Maniac Mansion all the time on the NES back in the day, and he always played it and I hated it. And I always died, and somebody was always chasing me, and it pissed me off, and I couldn't stand it, and it was ugly, and I didn't like it, and I've hated those games ever since playing that 40-something years ago. I know, like, I hold grudges, I really do. Anyway, Wandering Sword is coming to the PS5 on May the 28th of next year, and Switch 2 as well as the Switch. Pre-orders are available right now. We do not know if the Switch and Switch 2 versions will be coming out on May the 28th, or if they'll be coming out later than that, we don't know. The game will be available physically and digitally worldwide, with the Western physical editions being handled by Red Art Games. Pre-orders for the digital edition are available now via the PlayStation Store for $35. A deluxe edition will also be available for $45, which includes an accessory set and the digital soundtrack. Pre-orders for either version include 72 hours of early access and 2 original costumes. Whenever Red Art Games does put up their physical edition for pre-order, I will let you know, the same way that I'm letting you know about the Romancing Saga International Edition that they are dealing with that I talked about earlier in the video. The story begins with a young swordsman gravely injured after being caught in a violent conflict. Having narrowly escaped death, you embark on a journey to master the martial arts and fulfill your destiny as a true hero in a vast, living Wuxia world. Your choices will dramatically alter the course of the story, with branches into 20 different endings. Dozens of side quests add further depth and replayability. You battle strategically or act in real time, and switch freely between the turn-based combat or real-time action in tactical tile-based battlefields. I played this back on the PC, I reviewed it on the PC, and I liked it. I thought it was really freaking cool. It kind of has like a live alive combat system with the grid and all this. You can like recruit characters to join your party just by like talking to them. Like anybody can join your party. It's HD 2D. It's actually a really sweet game. We have a new game in the Coffee Talk series. This is Coffee Talk Tokyo, launching on March the 5th of next year. It says coming out for the PS5, Xbox, Switch, and PC. And the collector's edition will also be available, which includes a 10-track city pop album, the Seattle Prologue chapter, and an in-game digital art book. So it says, set in a late-night cafe in Tokyo, this invites players to step into the role of a barista, brewing drinks that warm the hearts of humans and fantastical beings alike. Each cup influences the tone of every conversation, revealing the stories, dreams, and struggles of a completely new cast of characters. Players can experiment with both hot and cold drinks, enhance their latte art with sprinkle stencils, and explore Tomo.chill, an in-game social feed that unlocks hidden insights in their customers' lives. So I've played like these weirdo coffee shop games before, and I thought that I would completely hate them, and I don't hate them, but I don't love them. They're just kind of like there. They're kind of like Digimon. They're just kind of like there. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a chill, relaxing sort of thing that you can just kind of like turn on and veg with. And in our final story of the day, we have a co-op creature collector action RPG called Kinforge that has been announced right now for the PC, with console releases potentially to follow. It says, where every fusion of powers creates new experiences, wild combos, and the strength to fight against spreading corruption. Forge bonds with ancient elementals, beings of the mystic realm, and restore a world on the brink of collapse. In a world much like ours, elementals are the invisible hand of nature itself. They breathe life into the wind, guide the tides, and spark the fires that sustain the world. Humanity, though, discovered how to enslave them, harnessing their power to fuel modern technology and industry. But forced servitude drove them mad. Corrupt and broken, they turned against the natural order, and the balance of the world began to collapse. Storms now rage unchecked, forests rot, and the planet itself rebels. You're one of the rare few chosen by the ancient elementals to help restore what has been lost. Bond with these living powers, wield their abilities, and fight the fight to heal a planet on the brink of destruction. It looks really cool, I've gotta say, and this is a new game by Seeker Entertainment, which is an independent studio composed of veteran developers from places like Blizzard, Maxis, Riot, Sony, so it seems like it's gonna be something kinda neat, I've gotta say. So that's it for the news. Hope that you all enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you're most looking forward to, what you're most excited about. I always love to hear from y'all, and have a good weekend.